So oftentimes I get asked, what's a good community-safe schooling fish that's a good alternative to tetras? I love tetras, we all love tetras, but sometimes we want something other than tetras. Now there's a few types of fish that fit that bill, but today I'm going to focus on rasboras, and I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite rasboras for your community aquarium. So the first fish we're going to talk about, number 5 on my list, is the strawberry rasbora, which is a cool little nano fish. Very good fish for like 5-gallon aquariums, although they really do excel in larger schools. So if you could put a couple dozen of these in like a 20 long or 20 tall, 29, you're going to get some awesome behavior. For a nano fish, they are super active. Probably one of the most active nano fish that I have ever kept. The other cool thing about this fish is that they go into a wide range of water parameters. I'm talking a very low pH down to like 5 up to 7, 7.5. Temperature wise, 60, high 60s to low 80s or 20 to 28 Celsius, and super easy to take care of. They'll eat anything, although I would give them some live or frozen food every once in a while just as a treat. But they're, like I said, just super active, very peaceful, great for a community aquarium, as long as you don't have any fish that will make a snack out of them. So jumping into number 4 on the list is the black Rasbora Het, and I absolutely love this fish. The orange head and the black body really stand out in planted aquariums, whether you have a black background, even in a blue background. Yeah, that's right, even a blue background, these fish still look great. So they get about 1.5 inches. They're definitely more bulky than the strawberry rasbora, as you can see. So safer with a little bit bigger fish, which is nice. They're an omnivore. They'll easily eat on any flake or live pellets of appropriate size, of course. Water conditions, you're looking at about 72 to 77 degrees-ish. pH, a little lower, 6 to 6.5. They will go up to 7.5 just fine though. So if you have pretty neutral water, you should be okay. Now again, they're a schooling fish, so a minimum of 6 is what I recommend, but the more the merrier. So this fish loves to spawn on bigger leaves, so if you have some Anubias or some larger crypts, chances are they're going to spawn in your tank. They're super easy to breed, which is another cool thing about them. Chances are not a lot of the eggs or the fry will survive, but if it's heavily planted enough, you'll start seeing some babies after a while, and that's just another thing that makes this fish really cool. So we're going to take a look at the neon blue rasbora. As you can see, I have it in here with other rasboras like the Harlequin Rasbora. One of the most underrated rasboras, I feel, is the emerald eye rasbora that you see as well. There really shouldn't be any question as far as which one is the neon blue rasbora. At least I sure hope not. This fish comes from Borneo. This is going to max out at a little under 1 inch temperature wise, 73 to 79. They do like slightly acidic, pH all the way down to 4, but up to about 6.5, which is what I'm keeping them at here. They do love live foods. Now they will accept flake, but definitely throw in some live and frozen if you have them available, and definitely for a varied diet, they will be very happy. Obviously a very peaceful fish, but it is smaller than your standard rasbora, so keep that in mind if you're looking for tank mates. But as you can see here, other rasboras just fine. Shrimp, corridoras would be great. Any peaceful nano fish would do all right. So these are schooling fish, so the more the merrier. Bare minimum is 8 though. I would never put less than 8 in a tank, and all the way up to, in the wild, they can be found in schools up to like 50 to 100. Another thing to keep in mind with this fish being so small, they are very timid, or they can be very timid. One way to kind of combat that is heavily planted tanks, lots of hardscapes, places to hide, just make them feel comfortable. Floating plants are great with these fish, and obviously other dither fish like the emerald eye rasbora. So number 2 on the list is a fish that's so nice it's on the list twice. And if you don't understand that, don't even worry about it. Just move on. Let's keep going. Enjoy the video. All right. And of course, I'm talking about the Harlequin Rasbora. Easily the most popular rasbora of all the rasboras, and it's no secret why. I mean, look at this fish. This is an amazing schooling fish. Looks great in planted tanks, super peaceful. What's not to love? Goes in just about any water parameters, 70 to 80 degrees, pH 6 to 7.5. All you Celsius fans out there, 22 to 26 Celsius-ish. ish. That's just going off the top of my head, so don't hold me to it. But it's omnivorous. It's not very picky at all. So flakes, frozen, freeze-dried, live, doesn't matter. It'll take it. Now this is another one of the more active Rasboras, which is nice. They're not very shy, very undemanding. It's just a staple of the Rasbora family. A super awesome fish. Definitely get yourself some Harlequin Rasboras. So saving the best for last, my number one Rasbora is the neon green Rasbora. Now this fish just looks amazing. Out of all the neon fish, the neon tetras, the neon cichlids, whatever, I feel like this is the most neon fish out there, you know, without getting into saltwater, of course, but you know, those guys cheat, whatever. Saltwater guys, get out of here. The neon green Rasbora, super easy to care for. Again, a peaceful omnivore, eats everything. Temperature is 72 to 82, pH of 6 to 6.5, 6.5, pH of 6 to 7.5. And what I find really interesting about these fish is in the wild, there's very little, practically no vegetation, but they absolutely love planted tanks. They hang out in this guppy grass all day, every day. Every once in a while, you know, when I'm feeding or after a water change, they will school around the tank just nonstop. But for the most part, they do love to hang out in the plants, which is kind of cool. I mean, all you have to do is look at these fish to figure out why they are number one. And when they're really happy and really fired up, they actually have this blue kind of neon shine across the top of their bodies. It just looks really cool. An awesome fish. Highly recommend it if you ever come across these. Definitely pick some up. But there you go. There's my top 5 Rasboras for your community aquarium. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.